Armenia, a land of ancient history, breathtaking landscapes, and chilling legends. Beneath its beauty lie places steeped in mystery, where whispers of the past still echo through time. From cursed monasteries to haunted fortresses, these are the 10 most terrifying haunted places in Armenia. Dare to explore? First, Karahunj, Zorat's Karer. Deep in the rugged landscapes of Armenia, where the wind howls through the desolate plains, lies Karahunj, an ancient megalithic site older than Stonehenge itself. By day, it is a mysterious collection of standing stones, their surfaces worn by centuries of whispers carried on the wind. But when night falls, something awakens. Locals speak in hushed tones of eerie lights flickering between the stones, ghostly orbs that dance in the darkness. Some claim to hear murmurs in an unknown language, voices from a time long past. Legends say Karahunj was once a gateway between worlds, a place where ancient priests communicated with the dead. Travelers who dare to step among the stones at midnight report a chilling presence, a shadow watching from the darkness, an invisible force pressing against their chests, an unshakable feeling that they are not alone. Some never return, their names whispered only in fearful tales. Is it the spirits of forgotten ancestors, or something far older, lurking in the void? Second, Sanahin Monastery. High in the misty mountains of Armenia, where the air grows thin and silence weighs heavy, stands Sanahin Monastery. A relic of the 10th century, its stone walls cloaked in shadow and secrets. By day, it is a solemn place, a masterpiece of medieval architecture. But as the sun sinks below the jagged peaks, a different presence takes hold. Monks once walked these halls, their chants echoing through the cold corridors. Now, visitors whisper of unseen footsteps trailing them, of candles flickering with no wind, of whispers that slither through the air like a serpent's breath. Some say the spirits of long-dead monks still roam the monastery, bound to their sacred duty, forever watching. Others tell of a hooded figure standing in the courtyard at dusk, motionless, faceless, waiting. Those who enter alone often feel an icy hand brush against their skin, hear their names spoken in the void, or catch glimpses of shadowy forms slipping between ancient columns. Some flee in terror, others stay too long and vanish, their fate swallowed by the eternal darkness of Sanahin. Third, Haghpat Monastery. Shrouded in fog and perched on the edge of a cliff, Haghpat Monastery looms over the Armenian landscape like a forgotten relic of a lost time. Its ancient stone walls whisper secrets of centuries past, and those who dare to enter often speak of an unnatural silence that chokes the air. By daylight, the monastery is a solemn place of history and faith, but when darkness falls, the spirits of the past awaken. Monks who lived and died within these halls are said to still walk its corridors, their ghostly figures flickering in the candlelight, their voices chanting in an unknown tongue. Some claim to hear the distant tolling of a bell, long broken, a sound that grows louder as they step deeper into the monastery's heart. Others speak of a hidden treasure buried beneath the church, guarded by a spectral figure with hollow eyes and a silent warning. Those who dare to seek it find themselves lost in the labyrinthine passageways, their footsteps swallowed by the void, their minds unraveling with whispers from the dead. And when they finally escape, if they escape at all, they leave behind a piece of their soul, forever trapped within the cursed walls of Haghpat. Fourth, Erebuni Fortress. Perched atop Ehrenberg Hill, Erebuni Fortress stands as a crumbling guardian of a forgotten era, its ancient stones soaked in the blood of warriors long dead. Built in the 8th century BC, it was once a mighty stronghold of the Urartian kingdom. But now, only echoes of the past remain. As the sun sets over Yerevan, the fortress becomes a place of restless spirits. Travelers speak of spectral soldiers patrolling the ruins, their armor clanking, their hollow eyes staring from the shadows. Some have seen ghostly fires flickering in the night, as if the fortress still prepares for battle. But the most terrifying tale is of the cursed king, a ruler betrayed and murdered within these very walls. His anguished screams are said to still haunt the wind, a chilling wail that rises with the howling night. Those who dare to enter after dark report an overwhelming sense of dread, an invisible force pressing down on their chests, unseen hands brushing against their skin. Some hear whispers in an ancient language, a warning from the dead. And then, there are those who claim to see him, a towering shadow in royal armor, standing at the fortress gates, waiting, watching, searching for vengeance. Fifth, Noravank Monastery. Hidden deep within a canyon of blood-red cliffs, Noravank Monastery stands as a lonely sentinel against time, its ancient stones steeped in legend and shadow. By day, it is a masterpiece of medieval Armenia, bathed in golden sunlight. But as night descends, something stirs within its walls. Travelers speak of eerie whispers echoing through the empty halls, voices calling from the darkness in a language long forgotten. Some have seen fleeting shadows moving between the columns, figures that vanish the moment they are noticed. The locals believe the monastery is haunted by the spirit of a monk who once uncovered a forbidden secret, one that cost him his life. His restless soul is said to roam the church, searching, warning, waiting. Those who dare to step inside after dusk often report a suffocating presence, an unseen force that grips their chests and chills their bones. Others claim to hear the heavy creak of a door swinging open, though no door has moved. And some, the unlucky ones, leave with something far worse, a lingering sense of being followed, of unseen eyes watching from the canyon's depths, waiting for the next visitor who stays too long. 6. Goris Caves. Carved into the cliffs like the hollowed-out eyes of a forgotten giant, the Goris Caves have stood for centuries, their darkened chambers whispering secrets of those who once called them home. By day, they are a marvel of ancient ingenuity, a labyrinth of interconnected dwellings. But as night falls, the air grows thick with something unseen, something waiting. Locals warn travelers never to enter alone after dusk, for the caves are said to be haunted by the spirits of those who perished within their cold embrace. Some tell of distant footsteps echoing through the tunnels, growing closer, though no one is there. Others claim to have seen figures standing motionless at the cave's entrance, watching, waiting, before fading into the shadows. But the most terrifying tale is of the Whispering One, a ghostly presence that lingers deep within the caverns. Those who wander too far hear its voice, a faint murmur at first, like wind against stone, before rising into an urgent, unintelligible whisper that coils around them like a living thing. Some flee in terror, but others are never seen again. And in the morning, when the first light creeps into the caves, only silence remains, as if nothing had ever been there at all. 7. Ambered Fortress. Perched high in the Armenian mountains, where the air is thin and the winds scream like tortured souls, Ambered Fortress stands in solemn ruin, its stones worn by time and tragedy. Once a proud stronghold, it now lies abandoned, a place where shadows move without cause and whispers ride the howling gales. Legend speaks of the Weeping Princess, a young noblewoman who leapt from the fortress walls rather than face capture by invading forces. They say her sorrow lingers, trapped between life and death. Travelers who dare to approach at dusk report hearing the sound of soft sobbing carried on the wind, a heartbreaking cry that grows louder as they step closer. Some have glimpsed a pale figure in flowing white standing on the highest tower, her face hidden beneath a veil of moonlight. But the moment they blink, she vanishes, only to reappear behind them in the reflection of a window or a pool of rainwater. Some say she is searching for her lost love. Others believe she lures the unwary to share her fate. And those who feel the icy touch of unseen fingers on their skin know they have come too close, for Ambered does not easily let its visitors go. 8. Khor Virap Monastery. Standing alone on the barren plains beneath Mount Ararat, Khor Virap Monastery is a place of faith, but also of fear. Beneath its sacred walls lies a pit, deep, dark, and silent, the very place where Saint Gregory the Illuminator was imprisoned for 13 long years. But some say he was not alone. Even now, those who descend into the stone chamber speak of an oppressive force, an unseen presence that lingers in the suffocating darkness. Some claim to hear faint breathing, as if something still lurks below, watching, waiting. Others have felt cold fingers brush against their skin, though no one else is there. And then there are those who swear they have seen the Shadow Monk, a hooded figure that glides soundlessly through the monastery's corridors, appearing only in the dimmest candlelight before melting into the walls. The locals believe the pit holds more than just history. It holds something ancient, something restless. And as the winds howl through the valley, carrying whispers from the past, one question remains. Is it the spirit of Saint Gregory, or something that was never meant to be freed? 9. Dzitoghtsyn House Museum. In the heart of Gyumri, behind an ornate iron gate, stands the Dzitoghtsyn House Museum, a grand mansion frozen in time. Its elegant halls once echoed with laughter and music, but now only silence remains, except for those who listen closely. Staff and visitors speak of objects moving on their own, of paintings whose eyes seem to follow them, of sudden drops in temperature that send chills deep into their bones. Some have seen a spectral woman in black wandering the corridors, her footsteps soft but deliberate, her face hidden beneath a veil of shadows. Others tell of a piano playing by itself in the dead of night, its haunting melody rising from the empty parlor. The locals whisper that the house is cursed, that the spirits of its long-dead owners still linger, unable or unwilling to leave. Those who stay too long often report an overwhelming sense of being watched, a presence pressing against them like unseen hands. And sometimes, in the reflection of an antique mirror, a visitor will see a figure standing right behind them, only to turn and find nothing there at all. 10. Armenian Genocide Memorial, Dzitoghtsyn. High on a lonely hill overlooking Yerevan, the Armenian Genocide Memorial stands in solemn silence, its towering stone spires reaching toward the sky like frozen cries of the past. By day, it is a place of remembrance where the air is heavy with sorrow. But by night, when the city lights flicker in the distance, something stirs in the cold wind. Visitors have reported hearing whispers among the trees, faint voices murmuring in grief, in anger, in despair. Some claim to see shadowy figures standing near the eternal flame, their outlines barely visible, their presence undeniable. Others have felt an unseen force pressing against them, a crushing weight of sorrow that lingers long after they leave. The most chilling stories come from those who visit alone, people who swear they felt a hand grasp their shoulder, only to turn and find nothing but the empty night. The spirits of the lost are said to walk these grounds, their souls tethered to a tragedy too great to be forgotten. And as the wind howls through the towering stone pillars, it carries their silent cries, a warning, a plea, a reminder that some wounds never truly heal. These places hold more than just history. They hold secrets, spirits, and shadows that refuse to fade. Whether legend or truth, the stories persist, and those who visit often leave with more than just memories. Would you dare to step into the darkness? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more chilling tales. Until next time, if you make it back.